They say some treasures shine, some treasures sparkle, but the greatest treasures are the ones that quietly feed our hearts. This is the story of a woman named Nani Mira and a little hen who taught an entire town what true wealth really means. In a peaceful town resting between emerald hills and a gentle flowing stream lived Nani Mira, a warm-hearted elderly woman with silver hair and a smile soft as morning light. Her tiny cottage stood at the very edge of the town, wrapped in a garden full of herbs, bright flowers, and fruit trees that swayed with every breeze. Nani Mira had no children, and her husband had passed away long ago, but she was never truly alone because she had Peanut, her beloved little hen. Peanut was a funny, sweet creature with fluffy white feathers, tiny black spots on her wings, and a bright red comb that bobbed when she walked. And wherever Nani Mira went, Peanut followed, as if sharing her own thoughts in every conversation. Villagers often smiled at the sight of them, Nani Mira with her wooden cane, and Peanut waddling proudly beside her like a tiny, loyal guardian. Every morning, just as the sky glowed with shades of orange and pink, Peanut laid one warm, perfect egg. Nani Mira would pick it up gently with her wrinkled hands and whisper, "One is enough, my dear. May we always have just what we need." She would eat half the egg for breakfast and save the other half for dinner. She grew her vegetables, tended her garden, and lived peacefully with gratitude in her heart. But one day, something extraordinary happened. Peanut laid 2 eggs. Nani Mira stared in surprise. 2? Oh my, that's generous, she whispered with a chuckle. She cooked 1 egg and took the second to the market, not asking for much, only enough to buy a handful of rice and a small piece of jaggery. But the next day, Peanut laid 2 eggs again, and again the day after that. Soon the whole village had noticed. "Sell both eggs, Mira," someone said. "Feed the hen more, maybe she'll lay 3," another suggested. "You could get 10 hens and start a business." But Nani Mira only smiled and replied, "1 for me and 1 to share. That's enough." Instead of selling them, she began giving the extra eggs away to a poor family, to children walking home from school, or quietly leaving them on someone's doorstep. People began calling her the Egg Grandma with affection. Then came the monsoon. Heavy rains fell for days. The stream overflowed, fields flooded, and many families struggled to find food. But Peanut continued laying 2 eggs every single day, and Nani Mira had been saving many, boiled, pickled, kept safe for times like this. Quietly, she walked through the rain, handing out eggs to hungry families without asking for anything in return. One stormy afternoon, a group of villagers came to her cottage. "Grandma Mira," they asked, "why didn't you sell more when you had the chance? Why didn't you try to earn more money?" Nani Mira looked at them with gentle eyes and said, "Because true happiness is not in gathering more. It is in loving what we already have and sharing it when the time comes. I kept only what I needed. The rest was a gift meant to be passed on." Peanut clucked softly and nestled at her feet, as if agreeing with every word. True happiness isn't about collecting more, it's about appreciating what we already have and choosing to share it with kindness. When we lift others, we lift ourselves, and together, we become rich in compassion, peace, and joy.